A new charter school slated to open next month is different from all other charter schools in Santa Fe. The New Mexico School for the Arts admits students based on auditions and portfolios, not a lottery system. It also has residency for students from other parts of the state. The school will focus on the arts with students enrolling in either the theater, visual arts, music, or dance disciplines. The head of school, Dr. James Ledyard, explains.
The mission is to create a program where students can reach for mastery in a particular art form, and where the opportunity to gather together students who have a passion and an interest and a skill set in a particular subject area can all be working together and move in the direction of mastery in their area. So it's not specifically an integrated arts program. It's a dual curriculum with a normal New Mexico public high school program on one level and several hours each day of working with master artists in their subject area.
The school has 144 students enrolled this year. Enrollment is expected to increase in the coming years and is capped by the state charter at 300. The director of admissions, Adelma Nasco, says students were selected from all over the state.
So our whole admissions process took place last year, and we had a very rigorous marketing campaign taking place throughout the state, including a direct mail to households across New Mexico, lots of radio and print advertising, and tried as best we could to get the word out far and wide to young people that this is a free, amazing opportunity for those young people interested in taking their love of the arts to the next step. So we then asked students to submit an application, a written application, which included recommendations from teachers or adults with whom these students had been working in their artistic form, as well as parental involvement and an essay from the students talking about why they love their particular form of the arts. So it was a very rigorous application process, and we really saw so many students self-select in being willing to go through that piece of the whole process with us. From the almost 300 written applications that we received from young people around New Mexico, we then asked about 240 of those students to move forward with the audition or portfolio review process. Those reviews and auditions took place in Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and the young people were given all the rubrics and criteria by which they would be considered, and so there was no surprises. We wanted them to be very prepared for the whole experience. And then they came and spent anywhere from half an hour to an hour, say, participating in a theater class, and then having reviewers watch them, or participating in a portfolio review with a group of actual live, legitimate adult practicing artists. And from those auditions and portfolio reviews, we then invited our inaugural group of students to join us for the 2010-2000 academic year.
In the mornings, the New Mexico School for the Arts will look very much like any other high school, with classes like math and English. It's in the afternoon where the curriculum changes.
Every morning we will be participating in all of the full academic course load, and after lunch our students break out into the individual artistic disciplines, which they will be focusing on during their time at the school. So in visual arts, we have a very solid foundation in two-dimensional and three-dimensional work, as well as art history. And then, say, dance, students will either be engaging in ballet or contemporary. They'll have opportunity to work with adult guest artists, as well as our dance chair. And theater, we have Joey Chavez, who will be teaching the majority of the classes, but also bringing in other teachers who provide other techniques and backgrounds different than his own. Every single student, say, for example, in our music program, will have 1 hour a week of an applied lesson, which is an individual lesson in his or her particular discipline. So if a student plays saxophone, she'll receive 1 hour of an individual saxophone lesson.
Adelma Nasco and Dr. James Ledyard. The New Mexico School for the Arts is located in downtown Santa Fe, with the residential hall being leased from the New Mexico School for the Deaf. More information can be found on their website at www.nmschoolforthearts.org. I'm Rachel Kennedy for KSFR News.